I reminisce about the love we had. I reminisce about the love we had. Tender moments seem to go so fast. Reminisce, reminisce. I reminisce about the love we had. I reminisce about the love we had. A love so strong it will never pass.
Love Park Connection.
Hey, you guys. How you guys doing today?
Hey, you guys.
So today we are going to talk about reigniting your relationship, revamping it, keeping the spark alive, especially for those of us who've been in relationships for a minute,
For a long,
just for a minute.
long time.
Anyway, but before we get started, let us introduce ourselves. Welcome to Love Park Connection, where we talk about the pains and pleasures of life, love, and relationships. My name is Angela Parker.
And I'm Pierre Parker.
We are a husband and wife marriage and relationship coaching duo. We have been married for 28 years, together for over 30 years, and it's our goal to help Black couples build healthy long-term relationships and marriages.
Yes.
Yes.
I almost forgot to put the stamp.
So today we're going to talk about 5 ways to revamp or reignite your relationship.
Okay.
Okay. So number 1, the one you always talk about,
Yeah. What's that?
quality time.
Prioritizing quality time.
That's right. Got to get that quality time in.
That's right.
And for some of us who can, who I know the other day, I was like, you're not, because he had a gig. And then I went to the gig with him, but I still am not spending time with him. So the next day I said, you're going to spend the day with me. And he did. He did. He didn't go into the studio.
No.
So that's important. Quality, having that quality time, because life can get busy.
Yes, it can.
And you're not spending enough time together, and you need that uninterrupted time together.
Yep.
And this helps to rekindle your connection, your relationship. You got to set aside that dedicated time for each other, especially if you have kids.
Yes.
Or if you have very hectic careers or schedules.
Yeah.
Careers, schedules, kids. You have to dedicate and put it in your calendar that this is going to be even a couple of hours, just you and your partner having that uninterrupted time.
Date day.
Date
Date night, date day.
It doesn't have to be the whole day. If you can get in a whole day, that's wonderful. But if not, schedule some time for 2, 3, 4 hours. So, and it really helps. That quality time really helps nurture the intimacy.
Yes.
And, just get that connection, because we can get so busy doing our own things that eventually we start drifting apart if we don't get that quality time in together.
Yep. It can even be just going on a walk. We go on a walk almost every day. So
yeah. He likes to say he's gonna take me for a walk. Yeah, my daughter had to check him.
I go walk her. I'll be like, I gotta go walk your mama. So we'll talk to you later.
My daughter said, Dad, don't be saying that. But anyway, so that's really important. So, and these are not in any particular order. So just because it's 1 through 5 doesn't mean it's less important than 1. So just want to let you all know that. Try new experiences together. We get in that rut, doing the same stuff every day, day in and day out. So try new things together. And of course, there's some things that, your partner might not want to try. So you guys got to compromise on what the new activity is going to be.
Yeah. I was thinking about it though. Maybe I saw the thing where it was the cooking class on one of them. I think we should probably try that.
A cooking class?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like cooking that much, but I would do it.
Neither. I don't like.
We're not the biggest cooker. That's probably the problem.
But I think it'd be fun. We get in there and we just destroy the kitchen and try to cook something. It won't be our kitchen.
They'll tell us to never come back. I said a dance class, but we'll see. We'll see. It can be a slow dance class. It doesn't have to be.
Maybe a salsa one.
Yeah, we can do salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you like that.
Yeah. I like that.
Anyway, so break out of your
That way
routine.
you can say, "All right, Poppy."
Anyway, before this goes into left field,
Yeah.
break out of your routine and bring excitement and novelty back into your relationship.
Mhm.
Like we said, explore new activities,
Mm.
travel to new places. I know sometimes that's hard, especially if you have family and
Yeah.
or children. It can get expensive, but even around your own
Yeah.
area,
Yep.
try different destinations.
Yeah.
Go to different places.
Yeah. We take little trips here and there.
Mhm.
Not a lot of money. We might drive up. Last week we drove out to Half Moon Bay, and which is maybe 45 minutes from here, and just had lunch.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
stuff like that.
Stuff like that. And share new experiences that allows you to discover the new side of each other.
Mhm.
Especially when you've been together for a while, you think you know everything about that person, but
Mhm.
there's some things that your partner might have done that you weren't even aware of.
Mhm.
So, explore those new things and, talk about them.
Mhm. And be
Okay.
careful. You might not be ready for what might come out. You be like, I did not know that you,
Oh my
ooh, girl. You know,
He went all the way in left field on that one.
just but that's how you get to know more stuff.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
Practice gratitude and appreciation. This is one
Yes.
thing that I even for myself that we take advantage of, that we take for granted, not advantage.
Mhm.
We take for granted
Yes.
the person that we're with, and we don't show enough appreciation. We are not grateful enough towards the relationship you might have with your partner,
Mhm.
and the benefits that your partner brings to the relationship,
Mhm.
or the good things that your partner brings to the relationship. Sometimes we just take all that for granted. So we
Yeah.
need to practice that every day.
Yeah.
Trying, even if you're saying it to yourself, what is one thing, two things that you're grateful for
Mhm.
about your partner?
Yeah.
Right. And then show that appreciation.
Yeah.
Do small things.
And then you could be small as just saying thank you.
Mhm.
When she cooks dinner, a lot of times she cooks, I say thank you.
Mhm. And he'll do the dishes.
And I'll do the dishes. And she says thank you. If we're
Mhm.
sitting and we
Yep.
ate, and then my plate is sitting there and she's going to the kitchen and she picks up my plate and take it, and she does it quite often, and I always say thank you,
Yeah.
baby.
And even
So
like if we go out to dinner and
Mhm.
he'll pay for dinner, because we switch back and forth who pays for dinner.
Mhm.
But if he'll pay for dinner, so I'll say thank you for dinner.
Yep.
I just don't take that for granted, because even though it's not an expectation for him to always pay, or for me to cook dinner, there's still that appreciation that we
Mhm.
have for each other. And I
Exactly.
want to make sure that he understands and he knows that I do appreciate everything he does for me.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. That
yeah.
goes with a lot of the stuff we do. If she do laundry or stuff, a lot of times, like I said, I don't have to. She don't have to do it, but I always say thank you, and then
Yeah.
I go in there and we fold clothes
We
together.
fold clothes together. Right.
So it's just little small things like that. It doesn't always have to be a gift or a big, you going out and buying something. It could, like I said, it could be the smallest thing, like thank you.
Right. Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
very free.
Yeah, it is. It is. And even small things like bringing her home ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream or coffee from Pete's.
Ooh,
You know,
Havana cappuccino.
you
Thanks,
know,
Pete.
or the Red Bull. I see it's gone. I see you drunk it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I had to get it out of here. It has so much sugar. So much. I'm glad you don't do that all the time. And you didn't buy me the big one. You bought me the small
I
one.
bought you
Thank
the
you.
small one. I didn't bring you the 40
You didn't bring me the 40 ounce like my sister. Anyway. All right. Number 4, keep the romance alive. And this is really important when you start hitting, I'm not going to say 5 years, because usually 5 years you're still doing some romantic thing. It's been so long, I can't remember what our 5 years was like. But when you start getting 10, it's a 10, 15, 20
20.
years, it is, it does take more time and more thought to keeping that romance alive. So like Pierre was saying, small gestures of romance, that can go a long way.
Yeah.
Surprise your partner with thoughtful notes.
Mhm.
Do you still have that note I gave you? Did you put it in your?
I think it's in my flip drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little notes.
Yep.
Small gifts. Again, it doesn't have to be something expensive, but
Mhm.
just small little gifts. Unexpected acts of kindness, like we just mentioned, doing the dishes for for the person that cooks. If your husband cooks, then you do the dishes.
Mhm. Wash her car.
Oh yeah. Go get a car wash if you don't
Go-
want to wash it.
Yeah,
Go get it
washed.
washed.
Look,
You know.
yeah, I do that all the
He
time.
does. My car is black and gets dirty weekly. So, just those things, just those small gestures,
Mhm.
plan romantic evenings. Again, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. It's as long as it's coming from your heart
Exactly.
and you're putting some thought into it, and if you're the person receiving that, again, be grateful, be
Mhm.
appreciative.
Yes, be
Okay.
very appreciative.
And
Whatever you do, don't go, oh, I didn't tell you to get that. Don't do. Oh, that's a pet peeve. I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't ask for that.
He's not
Let
talking
me
about
stop.
me, y'all. See,
No, she
he's
don't
not
do
talking
that.
about me. They gonna
Yeah.
say, didn't she just say? Didn't
No,
he?
she never does that. She's
No.
never done that. But
No.
I know some people who have. So I was just saying, don't do that.
Don't do
That
that.
ain't cool.
Right.
So
And another thing, physical affection, and we're not talking about sex necessarily. I'm talking. Okay.
huh?
Yes, that's great too. Don't
Okay.
get me wrong. That's
Okay.
great too. But before you get to that point,
Yeah.
holding hands,
Yeah.
hugs, kisses.
Yeah.
He has this thing now that he gives me a kiss, forehead, nose, lips, cheek.
No.
Yeah.
Get it right.
I'm not cheek, chin.
Forehead,
Nose, lips, chin, neck, back of my neck. He just started doing that, but
That's
hey,
right.
he used to get up. Right now he's off work, but
Mhm.
He would get up in the morning, and it would always be 3 kisses right before he got out of the bed.
Mhm.
So even though I didn't always know that he was kissing me,
Yes.
and then
you
you would give
Then
me
I
a
give him more
kiss
I'm
before
leaving.
you leave for work,
Yeah.
right? So just those little small acts of keeping that connection by touching, because touch is real important in a relationship. You have to have that physical touch
Mhm.
in order to keep that closeness, keep that connection.
Yes.
Okay. And last but not least,
Mhm.
engage. We cannot say this enough in our podcast. You guys are probably gonna get tired of hearing it,
I know.
but engage in open and honest communication.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all gonna be like, I heard that already.
Yeah.
But it's so important.
Yes.
It's so important to have that communication,
Yes.
because that is one of the pillars of a healthy relationship.
Yes.
And
Communication. If you can't talk with each other and talk things out, then it's not gonna work at all.
It's not.
You're not gonna be able to work.
And
this
it's
thing.
hard. It is hard. I had to go through a lot of my own I'll say self-help, my own therapy, to get to a point where I don't mind communicating. Because he's a big communicator. It was hard for me. And I'm always thankful that he was so patient with me, because I didn't communicate a lot. And he would have to pull it out of me. And I used to tell him communicating to me is exhausting. It was hard. It was just tiring to me, because I didn't feel like I was being heard, even though he was hearing me. So it had nothing to do with him. It had to do with my own past experiences that I had to get past. So communicating was a difficult task for me. But once I'm still working through it. There's some times where I don't feel like communicating, but I'm still working through it. But I found that, being able to openly communicate with Pierre on a deeper level has allowed me to feel more free, and let a lot of things, off my chest. And this also gives him the opportunity to, really learn who I am and what my needs are.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with communicating or if it's hard, please, seek therapy, seek coaching, whatever
Yeah.
is going to help you get past that blockage.
And it's interesting that you say that, because that's one of the things we said on the last podcast when I said about the sabotaging. Sometimes it's traumas from, childhood or whatever, other traumas that you had way back when you were younger. And in her case, she had certain traumas and things like that went on that made it to where her communicating and opening up and all that stuff was hard for her to do that. So that's what I meant by those traumas, those childhood traumas can sabotage your relationship as well.
Right.
And you have to be able to get past those.
Right.
And you get past them by communicating.
Right.
Even if it may not be communicating with your partner, it may be communicating with a therapist.
Right.
But you still have to communicate. Right. So yes, you don't want to. That was kind of, so if you didn't get that, when you need to go back and listen to the other podcast last week,
Exactly.
See, that's how we get them to go back.
Listen to that podcast on sabotage.
Yes.
And then when you're the person that does have difficulty communicating, if you're their partner, then you have to also give them some grace.
Yes.
Give them some space to be able and feel comfortable communicating. Give them that safe space. Don't be judgmental. Don't argue with them. As best you can, try and just actively listen, because what happens is if you turn around and attack them for something that they're saying or make them feel that they can't trust you or they're not in a safe space to communicate, they'll shut down.
Shut it down.
They'll put that wall back up.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And also, fellas, just listen. We can't try to fix it. That's what I have to keep telling myself.
Please say that again.
Because we are fixers.
Yeah.
Most men are fixers. I'm not saying all men.
Right.
Most men, we want to fix it. Yeah. Either we want to fix it or we want to destroy it. Whatever it is that's hurting our babies, we either got to fix it or we destroy it.
Yeah.
So we can't do neither one of those when they're coming to us in this vulnerable state. We just have to sit back and listen.
Yeah.
And if they ask for our opinion, then we give them our opinion. But it has to be, an opinion that's thought out. It can't just be blotting some shit out your mouth, because sometimes we'll blot some shit out that don't make no sense. So we got to think about the shit that we say. So, but that's if you love your woman.
Yeah.
So brothers, that's what we have to do that. Yeah. We have to hold back from trying to fix it, hold back from saying stupid shit, and hold back from destroying it. So
yes.
So was that a soapbox?
No, that wasn't. That was good.
Oh, okay. All right. So I didn't make sure. I thought the soapbox came out.
It did not. Okay. It did not. All right, y'all. So those are our 5 tips, suggestions, whatever you want to call it. 5 ways to improve your relationship and to keep the spark alive. It takes work. It takes, it takes consistent work. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen just one time. So it has to be consistent.
Exactly.
If I did I already mention the waitlist in the beginning?
No. Well, I don't know.
No,
I can't remember.
Well, if I did, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to mention it again. So we have a waitlist on our website at loveparkconnection.com. It'll be in the description, but we are going to be rolling out courses in the next few months, but please get on our wait list. And once we know exactly the launch date for the course, we'll send out emails and let you guys know. And then we'll probably have some kind of special for the first 20 or 30 folks that sign up for the course. So go check it out. It'll give you all the information on what the course is about. But please sign up for the wait list and get ready for those courses to come out.
Yep.
And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us build this community. All right, y'all. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.